spectators and players to the upper bracket final of the OCS Major powered by Gorilla.gg. I am Whiskey Glitter. With me, as always, my co-host and partner, Mr. Whiskey Run. And
what is up,
we're going to be getting ready for some lights out beach. So we are now, actually, technically it's a 4v3 as the Capitao does get revived back up. And then taken out immediately, Caster's Curse, quickly trading out with the Orcs, taking us to a 3v2 inside of 29 seconds left. 2v2, actually, correction. 22 seconds left, and Thatch is holding the long angle. Alibi holding the angle in the opposite set end. We're going to see a contest here down below. And she does take the contest, and the contest is won up top as well. Defenders take it.
We didn't get the chance to talk about it, but that was the first. We were getting to see the first round where they changed sides. So now we are seeing Wildcard on the defensive side. We did see sort of exactly what we were expecting, but a 3v3 half. That means both of these teams are playing very well, evenly matched, back and forth.
It's exactly what you want to see as a caster in the upper bracket, right? This is just exciting siege play. Every single one is coming to a more aggro, gunfight-based situation, and I'm here for it.
Now, when we were going through the ban phase, we did hear that that Wildcard likes to be heavy on the roam on defense, so we'll see if that happens here as we move into their defensive side.
I think that was the big reason for that Dokkaebi ban. You see it a lot on their streams that are on their plays, that they get rid of that Dokkaebi because they can sometimes have, just like we were seeing with Leviathans, they can sometimes have 4 people on the road with one holding down and back. On the attacking side of it, a couple of breachers with the Ace and the Mav, helping to help them breach the Thatch. Roam clear with the Jackal, and of course the nades coming with Ayana. Mr. Whiskey Run, could you make the screen a little bit bigger on my end that you're sharing with me, please?
Yeah,
I see all of the... On the defensive side of it, we brought Frost for the traps. The always annoying Mira, who's creating lots of different angles to get shot from, and we're seeing some action already.
From Trench.
4-4 on the trade.
Upside down repel from Trench.
Quickly evening up man advantage. Nothing gained, nothing lost, except for you do lose the Solus, and that's a pretty big loss, especially for being roaming and finding where any sort of intel that's going on across the board. No real breach denial, so Thatcher being off the board, besides being a body, not a huge loss.
Still, most of the action happening upstairs.
As predicted, right? They got to go upstairs to stop them, and they're going to be punished for not looking. And Warden is the next to fall. Take Leviathans 4-3. End of a minute and a half left. Watching the bottom holding angles, just got droned out.
Got Ayana, fried her. Great shot there.
And Frost now inside of sight, or up top site, hoping to get the last minute drop. Orcs taking a peek onto the back stairs. Less than a minute left to go. Got the intel that somebody's up top. And Mira and Frost going to be playing the buddy system in this 3v3. I mean, we're still all the way up top. Ace is going to be looking for some long angles all the way down. Trying to suss out who is still around. Probably that Orc's looking for. Mira takes half damage. 30 seconds left. We're going to be seeing the final push-in as Jack was going to be wrapping around to the back stairs. Probably going to have a little bit of contest with that Mira. And here we go. The final push down. 20 seconds left. Mira standing in the way.
15 seconds left.
Of both Mav and Jack come downstairs. Smoke goes out. Orc's heading to the left side. He's going to take a pre-fire, but Jackal goes down. Orc's coming in behind. Triple kill on Bino. Whew. Sheesh. Defenders
that was all
take
it needed.
it. 5-3 after the split. Copy.
And defuse bombs.
Excellent. We're getting the A-OK that we seem to get that audio fix.
The location of a bomb.
Let's go. Thank you for being patient with us, viewers. That is amazing. Sitting at 5v5. 3v5 in rounds, just starting. This is going to be great.
It's not Siege if we don't get something going wrong, right? Happy if that's it. I mean, we are in the upper bracket, baby. We're getting close for all of the marbles. Three games left to decide who's going to take that $2,500 prize. Ooh. On the attacking side of it, bringing Habana out. That long-range breach, also able to deal with, not in this situation necessarily, but a great counter to the Azami, as we've been seeing her being able to effectively long-range take care of Kiva Bears.
Whoa.
Riot ripped off the board, followed quickly by a Warden, and, I mean, it's inside 2 minutes and 30 seconds still. Like, did those count as spawn peak losses?
They were definitely peeking that mezzanine window, and Ayana was ready for it. The homie Junior took that fight.
Ripped right off the board, and that's huge. That's huge for the Leviathans right now, as Riot in his 7-5 and Bry with his 7-7 are taking off the board. Some of the top frags here, it's going to make it difficult when they all start to collapse on the soft point. And as we see it, another one falls in the Malusi with Kuru. And they're just going to kind of slowly, systematically start taking them out. Buck does fall at the top of Mez, as Frost is rotating huge to try and get a second pick that they know is going to be coming from the opposite direction now. Hoping that it's coming from that hatch, but she does lose that gunfight. Taking us now down into a 4v1, but Jaeger has got less than a sliver of health. We're going to need to see, you know, a 20 HP and a dream pull off here in a minute and a half. They got all the time they need, vertical control, stairs control, all of the extensions. All we need is the plant.
I don't think they know where he is, but as soon as he fires, now they know. Downed him. Down the Capital. The plant is going to go down.
Takes the hits onto front door, finishes off his kill there, and he's going to be looking towards some of the peak holes, and we're in a post-plant scenario. 3v1. Love it, runs out on it, doesn't get the trade. It was cheeky. You love to see the try, but it just wasn't enough.
Had to give him a try.
I love a run out, man. Especially at this level of play. I can't believe we lost 2 within the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That was just huge, almost sealing up the round, like, completely. Woo-wee! And we are now 5-4. Leviathans crawling back into it. It seems like we're gonna call this an attacker-sided match, because that's where the dubs are happening here.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Get in, playing lights out siege, and I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, we've had a ton of attacking round wins.
Waiting to see. Get some drones stashed in sight, maybe.
Watching the flank, setting up for those long angles. Couple of 6 picks coming out. The Thermite, Osa, and Zero. I love the Zero, especially with the rework that he just had done. His new features. He has the 4 SAM cams that he can deploy. And now, after he deploys it, if he pierces the wall, all the homies get to take a look at it on that side of the wall without having to pierce it. They can go back and forth. So that's super cool. Lots lots of intel with the Zero and the Ayana on the board. And on the defensive side of it, we're going a little bit trap and deceptive heavy, right? Warden not afraid of any of the smokes. Legion and Frost on trap mode. Alibi with the deception. And Orcs on the Q drone. 2-speed, but fastest player in the game, able to cross the map in a matter of moments. Warden got some intel that they're up there. Got possibly heard some sounds.
Definitely know they're pushing in the library. Now there's 3 of them in there, but still watching the close window.
I mean, you got to know he's calling for his backup now as he's about to go take a look in. Puts his glasses on, does take the first shots, but he goes down instead. Get a bit of damage done to the Ayana. Alibi on his backup. Takes out the Osa.
Using him as bait a little bit here, seeing if they could get somebody to come try and finish the kill and catch him.
Unfortunately, it didn't work in their direction, and the sound call goes out that he knows they're on the roof. Might be taking a try to go pick up Kuro, or we're just going to sit and bait him out for a little bit. Oh, sheesh. And there he goes. A Zero ripped off the board as well now, effectively taking us to a 4v2 inside of a minute and a half left. Orcs peeking around, and the Warden does get
Bri was
up.
was able to pick him up. Huge.
Gets the pick up and gets the kill. A big triple for Bri. Now taking us into a 1v4. Not much they're going to be able to do. The real Cinderella story. Oh, but nope. Does get the kill on the Bri. Taking us to a 1v3.
They know where Thermite's at, bar stock, and use that information to their advantage.
And it was just a matter of time after the first kill before they rotated around and finished off. Defenders take that round. And we're heading into round 11. Match point, baby. Wildcard showing some dominance. Leviathans screaming back. We got ourselves a game. What do they do to seal it up? They keep playing the way they're playing, or they pull out something fun? What do you think? 6-4 match point. How do we end it?
I mean, that huge 2 picks at the beginning was what took them to win that round, where they won so definitively there. I don't think that Wildcard is going to make the same sort of the same mistake in peeking that mezzanine window again. So back down at Bar Gaming. So again, the first floor site. Leviathan is going to have to work really hard here. A lot more drone work, I think, than we've seen. And they're definitely going to have to win those 1v1 gunfights.
Yep, I agree. It's going to boil down to really who's wanting it more. Wildcard showing that they want it at the moment, but Leviathan's screaming in from behind. A couple of 6 picks coming out as Nope takes up the Habana. And the sledge is also brought to play, so 4 sets of grenades in pocket, and that devastating fire smoke combo of the Capitao. Love seeing Doc coming out. Love him because he's got the juice. Latest rework giving him full stems, full health with 1 stem back up. And we saw a little bit of that play earlier on the double grenade, where he was still able to hold in the corner. Malusi to slow him down, Warden to see him. Jaeger to stop any of those throwables. Here we go.
I don't think we're seeing quite as much library hold here from Wildcard, but definitely that's where Leviathan is pushing from.
Well, there is on library stairs, there is somebody on mezzanine, and they've got the kill holes from underneath on the stairs. So while it may not necessarily outright look like they've got a tough hold onto library, I think they're going to find themselves hard-pressed to get in there. But Riot does fall, giving man advantage over to Leviathans as they're going to start trying to take a peek into the library. Jaeger holding kind of a deep angle there onto the balcony.
Got all of Hibana's charges. They're going to get no sight line through to mezzanine. But Bino
so now
taking
both
a
grenades
double.
off. Sheesh.
Through K9.
Frost
Is he going to
coming up
walk out?
huge
Yes,
here.
walking out.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
All up to Capitao.
And just like
On
that, a fury of
the run
stars.
out.
Jeez, good night. And good morning, apparently. Oh my lord, Wildcard does take that victory 7-4. This was their map. They Siege spectators and players, we are in the upper bracket finale of the OCS Major powered by Gorilla.gg. Again, we just want to say special thanks to Gorilla.gg for allowing us to host this tournament. Look forward to them for a lot of tournaments inside of a ton of different of your favorite games. Gorilla.gg, thank you so much. And as we head to map 2, we go to Oregon. And as we said before, it's a classic map with classic strats that just about everybody, everybody's got, strats for Oregon.
And everybody is very clear on the pro league strats too, right? So it's we see a lot of the same pro teams playing similar strats. So we'll see the basement setup, that kids dorm setup. Just this map has so much play. It is definitely a 50-50 map.
Oh, absolutely. It can definitely go either way. Coming out of Redmond, Oregon, our sites are main dorms hall and kids dormitory on the second floor. First floor is going to be dining hall and kitchen, followed up with meeting hall and kitchen, and then laundry room and supply, the classic bunker wars down at the bottom. And one of probably, I think, my favorite places to play now, with all the cheeky peeky head holes that they've got there now. Similar bands coming out. Flores, I was wondering if we were going to see that.
Yeah, for that basement play.
For that bunker. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, huge. That's going to change that up a lot. And seeing Dokubi, we know Wildcard is not a fan. Banned her in the last game, so here we go again.
And the Azami ban as well. The thing that's going to make Flora's stuff classic Valk ban. Obviously, got to get the intel off the board. Her C4 is just being huge from just anywhere on the board. But the Flora's, not only does it stop that, all the utility in basement, but you're effectively taking out and removing your ability for the extension utilities as well when you're trying to push into or trying to hold from like armory or something up top. It just has a lot of implications being taken off the board.
You see that defensive trio, though, of Azami, Valkyrie, and Solus. Normally, 2 of those 3 are banned. We saw exactly that happen. Valkyrie and Azami going down, which leaves Solus out. And same as in Chalet, we're seeing her played on the wildcard side.
Big defense right now. I love the Solus play. Love the cap cans. With the Brava not being taken off the board, though, this could be quite interesting.
We didn't see Capcan at all. I don't think we saw Capcan at all in Chalet, so we'll see whether or not Leviathans are going to be expecting
10 seconds left before insertion.
Well, they might after the first round. It just takes one of them to try to be prepared for it next time.
Absolutely.
But with Doc on the board, full scaling you back up, it's going to be an interesting round. On the attacking side of it, Jackal to suss out the roam. Sledge with the nades and the vertical destruction, soft wall destruction. Switch with, of course, the immeasurably valuable Twitch drone taking out utility electronic and sussing out the enemy. Habana for the breach and Nomad on that flank watch.
And already junkyard side push. At least to start.
And the first contest as Jackal takes a little bit of damage. Comes back around to the door to take a second peek on it. Potentially get some action from the stairs as well. Solus does turtle on back with Warden kind of watching her back. She's going to take a look at the long angle. Big rotate. Big rotate with some help upstairs. And Jackal's going to find out where she went, though.
In the open, 1v1. Wow, got away.
But does get the refrag. So Solus does go down, but Jackal and Sledge and Habana ripped off the board. Triple kill by Kuru as he is finally taken out at the window. Nomad wrapping huge around now, putting us into a 1v3 with 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the board. Going to take a couple of shots as she's trying to pick up the case. Flash goes out. Accidentally got herself, went full white. and does pay the price for that tomfoolery. A rapid descent.
So close to walking her way around the corner there. Kapkan just came out and took it. It was close.
The trade was incredible, but Kuro with the 3-piece was, I mean, he just sealed it away on that. That was amazing. What a flank.
Wildcard takes round 1.
No Kapkan on the board. They went back to the similar setup that they've been using all night long. The ever-present Aruni Alibi Orcs. Smoke mute. Very similar to how we actually played as well, so I feel good about that. On the attacking side of it, one pick different with the Capitao coming out. Snakes and the fire. You love seeing somebody get, or friend Suave would say, cooking them.
We did see a lot of Capitao played on the Leviathan side in Chalet, so not surprised. I think they're comfortable with him. And the rework having the longer duration, I think, definitely helped increase his utility some.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
Yep, absolutely. Alibi holding down, waiting for any of the drones that are going to try to come in. Quick peek onto the window. Almost got him. Sheesh.
That was almost some siege timing.
Whack. They're now going to be taking the big rotate as the opens up the hatch to rotate underneath.
Nice angle on white stairs there. Really like that one.
No, it is.
Standing on top of the couch.
Coming to a ranked round near you, right? That was great. The revamp of the couch hold. And still getting barricades down with less than 2 minutes almost on the board. Ballsy. Huge sound calls. But we are still full stack, 5-5.
They're taking a little bit of a slower approach here in this round, which honestly maybe not a bad idea. They were rushing that first one. I think also the Kapkan slowed things down. I think they're taking it a little bit slower, just checking those corners, even though he's not in this round.
Capitao does fall. Kiru having a huge first round here, or first couple of rounds. It's into the 4-1. Man advantage now to the defensive side of it, and I'm wondering if we're going to see one more kill and then a turtle back down. Intel that somebody's down at the bottom of white. Twitch does fall, and now the pushdown's going to come. He's got 2 potentially. 3. No, that was just the replicator. Oh, and look at this rotate. What is he doing? Oh my gosh, and it was a cheeky play. Yeah. What a shot, but we are now even up man-wise, not health-wise, but man-wise for sure. 3-3 inside of a minute now. Nomad, you could sneeze on it, but oh my lord. Smoke falls, leaving just Mute and Alibi to hold out, waiting for another run out.
Attackers have located a bomb.
That just caught him with his back to the window. Wow. Didn't know he was there. That worked out fantastic on the Leviathan side.
Caught him slipping and sleeping. C4 does go out, and he gets him. Kobe from long range, taking this down to a 2-2 inside of a minute left now. Now, the situation has changed. In this 2-2, with Nomad only having a sliver of health, it's going to be a tall order for them to come in. And as Nomad does fall, they got the intel that they're on white, takes the peek, and finishes it off. Huge double for Wildcard.
That was a tremendous play. Had both big window and white's the top of white covered. Great play on his side.
Huge C4 to even it up, and then the double to finish it was just beautiful. That was just a great clutch round play. And that is the reason that Wildcard is now up 2-0 on Leviathan's map. You can still give a lot of defensive sided maps, dependent, even if the strats change. I mean, I think ultimately it doesn't matter which map you play mostly in the ranked or competitive scene. They're going to be defensive sided. So not a huge worry to Leviathans to be down 0-2 this early.
Absolutely. Now, if we get into the 4-0 range, then we're definitely going to be concerned and be looking for them to take a timeout to stop that momentum.
That's right, because the winner of this does, of course, move on to the finale. So, I mean, everything on the line here. This is your map. You know, you need to bring everything to the table. If it ain't work, let's stop and talk about it. 6 pick onto the Zofia and the 0. Lot of intel. That replicator and the 4 sand cams. Ace on the breach. And on the defensive side of it, got a couple of switch ups. We did bring Wamai out to stop any grenades coming in from the Ayana. The Ella, big fan of that switch. Those Grismont mines are just devastating, especially in the right place, waiting for a swing on a corner. And then the castle. We're seeing a ton more play from now.
There's a lot of action here happening in Big Tower on the construction side of Bush.
First fall is Kuro, as Leviathans are happy to take the top frag off the board. Taking this man advantage to Leviathans. Osa taking a little bit of damage, and we're still, he's getting the spice looking for peaks, baby.
Not seeing, nobody is actually on the roof, but I think he was definitely worried about it. There's still a lot on Big Tower here, but now they're coming up.
Yeah, I think they might know that he's there because you can see all 4 are taking a peek at him. And he does get one, taking the Iona off the board, but it's
so close.
And a quick trade out as the castle gets taken off as well. We are now 4-3 inside of a minute and 45.
Bride doing his best to keep control of this tower, though.
Not letting go. And they still got 2 holding towers. The tower's huge here. Right?
No
even up
way! That double from JJ.
The window, JJ saying,
3
not today.
To
a
finish
triple
it
up on the window. JJ saying, not today, Satan. Not in my house. Huge triple from the window. Gross. Sheesh.
Oh, what a great round there by Wildcard.
Boy, it just seems like they've got a bunch of heavy hitters on this team. It's just any one of them can just pop off at any moment, and you're just not even sure who it's going to be. Bino 17-5 on the last map, but not to be outdone, his homies are coming around with the huge plays.
Very evenly matched on the Wildcard side, right? Distributed kills, distributed assists. Definitely, we need to see the homie and Nope pick it up here in map 2.
Yep.
On the Leviathan side.
Speaking of Nope, 6 pick onto the Habana. Long range breach denial. Cable down looking for any drones coming in. Drone hunting. Laying down on the job.
Yep, making sure that they're seeing, denying that intel, because we're playing the basement, so I think we know where everybody's going to be playing generally, but how exactly they're going to play is still a little bit up for debate here. So doing the typical 90 hold without Flores are going to have to clear that shield.
And they did bring some nades to do it, but we do have the Wamai to stop that attempt as well. So it's going to be interesting. On the defensive side of it, we do have the mute stop the drones, any drone work coming in the form of Brava or the Twitch. Cade for the breach denial, Smoke to do what he does, and then Warden, of course, to see through the fog of war. Cade holding angles, looking for the drones, hoping to get any of those off the board that he can. On the attacking side of it, we do have the Thatcher for any sort of util, shutting down the Wamai if they decide to grenade in onto the deployable. Jackal taking a huge damage as he goes down, but JJ is ultimately the one who loses his life in that contest.
It was close. Jackal almost lost it.
They have the buddy system. Buddy system backed up. So not today. Gonna take a peek upstairs. Not getting that happen again. And Kuro falls. Taking man advantage more to the Leviathan sided. Inside of a minute 45, they got plenty of time to still suss out and find out where the last 3 remaining players are. And then look for that soft spot and jump right in. Gonna be getting hatches open. going to be huge on the box. Anybody trying to hold?
Waiting to see whether or not Cade was going to try some sort of a trick there, but they got it open. Beano's taking the tech off the board.
Kind of knew it was coming. Here we go. Sends it. No joy. Doesn't find any joy on it. Does take out a drone, stopping that intel. Reversing around as they're going to be dropping from hatch. Boy, this man is moving. He's got the intel that somebody's on stairs. He's coming up to take the peek on a slow walk, alted. And he gets a huge pick. Taking us down. Oh, and a double with Bride takes us to a 1v3 with 45 seconds left on the board. All is up to Nomad.
Beano's waiting for him here.
C316, Nomad does get one. Oh my gosh, triple kill now. Knows where he's at, so this last gunfight, 28 seconds, is going to come all down to this, but...
The flash wasn't quite enough. As soon as the flash came out, I knew exactly what was going to happen. Got it while full weight. Nice kill on that side. Don't need eyes coming out in the chat.
He was set up. He knew the flash was coming. All he had to do was give the peek. Had to push in at that exact moment, and he gets the kill. Taking us to a 4-0.
So where we said we might see the timeout, but didn't come out here. So we are going to play round 5. Leviathans.
So we're not getting any sort of momentum stops just yet, as they think that they can, as Leviathan has got a new plan to come in and get their first up on the board. They're seeing the map come out, along with Ace for the breach. 6 pick on to the Ying, which I like to see. Very toxic. 4 Candelas to just really take full white to a whole new meeting. And Ayana, of course, with the grenades. On the defensive side of it, pretty similar setup. We did bring out the Aruni, and we also brought out the Legion. Lots of sound cues from his
5 seconds left
little traps. Plus, they're annoying. I mean, if you get down, you get one of those in. You only have a few seconds to get it out before they get checked.
Seeing all street side push here pretty much.
So this is what we need. Leviathans need something big. They need an entry. They need an entry pick, and they need to not let it get traded out. And they need it now. We can't go into a 5-0. And they could do it. Leviathans have got the hitters. They've got the game knowledge. They can bring it back right here. Take it to a 4-2 split, going to the defensive side of it, and potentially win this map out. I love the Gridlock call. I think Gridlock is a very underrated OT player. And as I talk about her, she gets taken out, followed quickly with the Ayana, and an Ace falls as well. 2v5 now. Oh my lord.
Rye is going crazy there.
This is just a flawless round for the defenders. Every single person getting a touch. Fake rips a C4, follows it up with a swing on the shotgun. Sheesh. Can I get a sheesh in here? Jeez, man. WildCard just playing lights out Siege at this moment. 5-0. What do they need? What does Leviathans do here? Whiskey? How do they come back from this?
I thought we were going to see a timeout, but I think I'm wondering if they're just relying on their defensive side setup here for Oregon.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
Maybe they're just that confident on the defense.
That is some extreme confidence, especially. I mean, if you go into the half 6-0, you got a really tall order to even bring this puppy back into OT, which is what we all want to see, right? We want to see every single match, every single round of every single match played. But I mean, 6-0 would be a really tough split to come back from, and you don't see it often. It's possible. They do it. It happens, and this is the playoffs, baby, right? Anything is possible when you get to the playoffs. But if you get tall order,
they're fighting for this major. I know they want to see it. Ella playing super aggro on the outside.
Oh my lord, and does get ripped off the board. Cheeky play now.
I think that was a little bit of trolling on her side. They're letting them go 5-4 to start.
Well, they got the entry. We called that on the win conditions for this next round. So we've already got step one taken care of. Now let's see him walk in a buddy system. Now let's see him get the drones. Let's see him play it a little slow and really find out where the enemy is and take this round. A slew of 6 picks that was on the board that did bring out the Nook, which you love to see. And Wildcard just moving around the base like sharks, looking for those next kills. Hungry for it. Window does get open. Pre-fire on the window. Nope, no pre-fire. Holding the angle. Drone does go out. He's gonna jump out. No, he's not. He's gonna. Boy, he thought he was getting baited out. He went for the behind shots. No joy.
I thought we were going to see it based on how aggressively they were playing, but they also want to win. Having a 6-0 half is worth more than going for the crazy play and missing.
That's true. That's true. And Bry goes down as well. Now Thunderboard ripped off the board 5v3 with a minute and a half. Still winnable from the defense, but we're looking at an attack. But Sledge does fall, continuing his 0 kills. And Nook falls out. Jeez, man. Nook falls. Ace falls right behind him. He's triple kill. JJ not playing around. Takes it down to a 3v1, and I think we're looking at a 6-0 half. Sheesh. Intel is on the window, but
Panic
JJ does
got him.
fall. Still a minute on the board. I mean, this is definitely winnable from the attacking standpoint, and Panic is at a 10-5, so his gunfire is on to do it. 40 seconds. He's still got to get up to where the diffuser is, still outwitting Bino. Jeez, 10-5. What? Panic's having a huge game. He could do this.
I don't know if you noticed that either, but we're seeing Bino sit at 7-0. Has not died once in this map.
He's gonna live longer than Mick Jagger, my friend. 6-0. Take it to 7. Sheesh. Match point on Leviathan's map pick.
We are seeing the switch, though, so we are going to get to see at least one round of the attacking side of Wildcard and the defensive side for Leviathan. So I really hope they can. This is the start of the comeback.
And look at the picks, too, just in the head of the other team. Amaru, Blackbeard, Cali, Blitz, Maverick. I mean, oh my lord. I wonder if we're going to be seeing some 6 picks, once we find out what the site is. But maybe not. I mean, we could be going for a quick closer here. Lots of slowdown on the other side, though, in the form of the Aruni, the Malusi, and the Goyo. So if they do try, which I think they think is coming as well, a quick plant, a quick get in, a quick kill, well, they got stuff to slow them down.
Absolutely. I think they know the rush is
10
coming.
seconds to insertion.
This is going to be a chaotic fury.
Definitely interesting strat there. So we're going to see in Mine's over there covering big tower, but that's it.
I think they're anticipating a big window or white push-up, potentially.
No, Wildcard is definitely a little spread out.
Plenty of sound cues to let them know where the enemy is at. So they can react. Everybody's close, so each one of them can take a gunfight and help out their fellow player pretty quickly, except for maybe the Wamai, who was sitting alone in tower.
A bomb has been.
And he actually does turtle back.
Got 2 on big window.
Oh my gosh, and the Ying did come out as well, so I think we are going to be still seeing it. Aruni falls, but it is traded out on the Maverick. Cali wreaking havoc all the way across the map. Does take out the smoke. Blackbeard falling as well. We are now sitting in a 3v2 as Amaru comes in. Double kill with Bino. 2v1, minute and 50 seconds left back on. Big stakes on the line as Ying does get the plant going down at 50.
Yep.
25, she is going to stick it, putting us into a post-plant scenario. Now Wamai, all that stands between Wildcard and a finals trip. Big, huge 37 seconds going to be here. He's going to have to pre-fire everything. They're holding the angles. He is now full white. Sound does go out.
Got one.
He gets one. All that's left on the board is Callie. She's going to be holding some long angles, and he knows that. He's pre-firing everything. 17 seconds left on the board. He's going to be getting close to a chance where he's not going to be able to get it. A Runegate does go on. He's going to try and long arm. No, he's going to go for the jump out, and he doesn't get it. Wild card. 7-0.
7-0. Amazing. And Bry had a fantastic game. Bino with only one death the entire match, going 9-1. Really, really fantastic map there. Wow.
Holy moly. Look for us on the next one. And as always, you don't have to go home,
But you can't stay here.
Heyo.
Let's go!